For the last few years, Barcelona struggled in the Champions League, but hopefully today I can build a team out of ex-players that could win a Champions League final. Hey guys, it is Finn here. That is of course FYNN, and today I'm going to be building a Barcelona squad of ex-players that are still playing, okay? So please don't put down in the comment section nagging me about, oh, you didn't put him, because if they are retired, I will not put them in the squad. And of course, if you do like this ex-player kind of video, I have a bunch that I'll put in a playlist at the top. You guys can check that once you're done with this one. And yeah, once again, this video took me quite a while to edit. I'm saying this beforehand because I've put a lot of work into it, and it would really show off, and I would really appreciate if you guys could share and help me. I'm gonna say a big one, if we could really help me on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so please help me with that. I would appreciate that so much. Yeah, but of course, players, as I said, that are retiring off, I'm not sure if they are retired or not. I will not put in the squad players like Yaya Toure. But talking about Yaya, let's talk about Nana, and Onana is the first one in there. Here's the goalkeeper I'm going to select. Great Ajax young goalkeeper at the moment, did super well in the Champions League to get Ajax to the Champions League semi-final. And if you ask why Claudio Bravo isn't in here, Claudio Bravo, since he has moved to Manchester City, and remember, I'm talking about current form, if I had to put them in a final, I would not put Claudio Bravo in, because he has about the same chance of catching a ball as Spider-Man did catching Gwen Stacy. It just did not happen, and I don't think I can put Claudio Bravo in there. I mean, we forget he's a Premier League winning goalkeeper now, but overall I think Onana is just a much better pick. And yes, that is right, lots of you didn't know he played for Barcelona, but I'm also choosing players who played in the Barcelona Academy, and that really has improved the squad, and I think it's going to be a really good one. Now let's get forward, let's get to the defenders. Now the defenders was a big one, and I did ask lots of people on subreddits, on Reddit, what they thought I should do defensive wise, because I wasn't too sure. But first one we're going to get there is Marc Bartra. He did play for Borussia Dortmund, but is now playing for Real Betis. The young, or not so young, he's, as I said, he's 27-year-old Spanish centre back. I think is very good pace wise, very good attacker wise, and yeah, as I said, I think he'll do very well in this Barcelona team if I had to put him in a final. Now the centre back partner I would put him with has to be Mascherano. I think Mascherano is one of the best defenders Barcelona's ever had, of course, from Liverpool, from West Ham. Mascherano is now playing in the Chinese league. Of course, you have no idea how long it took me to find a photo of Mascherano. But yeah, guys, tell me what you think about this editing style, and I'll do this kind of editing style more for the more ex-player videos. I think I enjoyed it. I worked hard on it. I hope you enjoy it. Now, left back was a bit of a tricky one because I was between two options. The first one I was thinking of was Grimaldo. Of course, he's now with Benfica. But overall, I had to say Lucas Digne was my first one, the Evertonian left back now, and I think it's a very good option because I love how he gets forward and attacking, and you'll see why I chose attacking left back like him once I get to my forwards. Once you see who my attackers are, it will make more sense to you. Left back, I think Lucas Digne is absolutely incredible when it comes to free kicks, when it comes to just pacey left back. Of course, he's actually played at some major clubs. He's played at Roma, he's played at PSG, obviously Barcelona, and yeah, I think he would be a perfect fit in this club. Okay, right back, of course, right back has to be Dani Alves. Dani Alves is the most decorated footballer of all time with 39 trophies. That is absolutely mind-blowing. And if you think about it, he's played at PSG, Juventus, Barcelona, you name it. And I think he could be one of the best right backs of all time. You guys can tell me if you agree with that statement or not. But yeah, the only real competition at right back would be Hector Bellerin. And let's be honest, that's not real competition. When he's not injured at Arsenal, he's not even that good in the starting lineup. I think he was a bit overrated and overhyped, and I don't know if he's as good as we thought he would end up being. Okay, let's get to our midfielders. Our midfielders I really enjoyed doing because, of course, I think it's a nice, strong Spanish three. The first one I'm going with is Tiago. Of course, Tiago's brother Rafinha still plays at Barcelona. But overall, Tiago, I think, is a really good playmaker at Bayern Munich. And of course, he's just been winning trophy after trophy at Bayern Munich. And I'm going to say this now, this might be a strong one, but I think Dortmund will win the Bundesliga next season with the kind of team they have and the kind of players they have. You guys can tell me what you think about that. Okay, next to them, I'm going to put Cesc Fabregas. Of course, he is now at Monaco. I think Cesc Fabregas was one of the best midfielders of like all time. I think he's hugely underrated. Did very well at Arsenal. Arsenal. Everyone was talking about how he could have been one of their strongest leaders, captains, players ever. But of course, he moved to Barcelona and then went to Arsenal's rivals Chelsea, where he did win a Premier League. And I think Cesc Fabregas is absolutely amazing, and he'll do super well in the squad. Now, of course, my last centre midfielder, of course, is Iniesta. Iniesta is now in the Japanese league, also one of the most decorated players of all time. And many people say he's the best footballer in the history of football not to win a Ballon d'Or. You guys tell me about that. And obviously, if you haven't seen, I've made a Ballon d'Or prediction video for the end of this year, and you guys can check that up above. I will put that card up there and you guys can watch that video. I think it was a very interesting one. But Iniesta, of course, one of the best playmakers of all time now in Japan. Okay, now to get my attackers. My attackers, the first one I have to put there has to be Neymar. Neymar has fallen from grace though since he has left Barcelona, in my opinion. He did move away from Barcelona to get out of Messi's shadow, but if you didn't know that, I'm recording this on Messi's 32nd birthday. What an absolute player, and how lucky are we to witness him and Ronaldo at the same time. I think we are absolutely blessed with that. Well, of course, Neymar, I think, really has fallen out of the shelf as the top pick for Ballon d'Or once Messi and Ronaldo have left. Now it is Kylian Mbappe. But overall, I still think Neymar would do really well in this team. He is getting a bit older now. He is a lot older than we think. But yeah, let's get to our right wing. Our right wing is a super underrated player, in my opinion, and it is Pedro. Of course, Pedro is in a strong Chelsea team, or not so strong Chelsea team. Now that the manager's left, they're not allowed to buy any players. And of course, they have just lost Hazard, but it's fine because Chelsea have so many wings available. They could open a fast food franchise. I mean, it's absolutely incredible the kind of players they have. And we forget the right wing. Pedro has won multiple Champions Leagues, multiple La Ligas. He's won Premier Leagues, and I think he's just an overall top player. And yeah, as I said, I think he's going to play a crucial part in any kind of success Chelsea has. And if you haven't seen my opinion on the Hazard move away, just mentioning Chelsea wings, you guys can also check that video up above. Now, of course, my striker, lots of people are going to say it's an obvious like David Villa or whoever, but my top pick has to be Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and I'll tell you why. I think he's doing super well as a target man at LA Galaxy, and I would put him in a team like this purely because I think if the kind of other players I put in the team are really good at getting crosses, getting ball forward, and tiki-taka to a striker, and once Zlatan Ibrahimovic has a ball, he can just shoot and he can score. He's the best at that, in my opinion, and I think he would be the best striker for this team overall. Now, of course, some quick honorable mentions has to be Icardi. He would do super well in a team like this. I just prefer Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I have to mention Alexis Sanchez. I have to mention Villa. I have to mention Yaya Toure. I have to mention Grimaldo, Bellerin, Mateus, of course, the centre-back who's now at Sporting Lisbon, who lots of people actually really wanted in the squad. Christian Tello, Yerry Mina, and now Andre Gomez. Now, you guys can tell me what you think about this video down below. I worked super hard on it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And please share, subscribe, all of that stuff to help me on my road to 1,000 subscribers. Now, of course, as I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Finn, FYNN. Stay awesome. Cheers.